Hi, in today's video we will talk about interval. Interval are used to play solo parts of the music, to play riffs, to play any part of the music. But let us first start to explain you what is interval. To know what is interval, first I'll tell you what is scale. We can make scale from note C. If we play every key from C to C, just white keys. Let me just do this. So we have 7 notes. So in this scale we have a rule that says we must have step, step, half step, 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 half step, and that rule says it is major scale. If we have step, half step, 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 half step, 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 that is minor scale. Every major scale has relative minor scale for third down, for minor third down. C major from C to C, minor from A to A. So I'm not going to talk too much about scales. If I want to talk about scale, I have to be more precise and detailed. But now I'm going to jump to intervals. I just gave you idea about scale. Now let us take C major scale. So how to make intervals? What is interval? Is distance from first key and next key in the scale. So first key in the scale is C. Next one is D. Distance from C and D is called second. From C and E, third. Then fourth, then fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth octave. So we are not going to, there is more things, but we'll stop right here because we want to concentrate on something else. So we have those intervals. So now some of those intervals are really usable in different kind of music or for different purpose, and we will talk about the most popular intervals. The most popular intervals in pop and rock music when we are playing riffs are fourths and fifths. Down fourth. Or upper fifth. Fourth with combination, that is fifth. So combination fourths and fifths. In this combination I have fourth, fifth, and I can double that first key at an octave, and then I will have this more powerful sound. So that is in rock music. But if we want to play solo, then we will play that in intervals thirds. We have upper thirds, lower thirds. Upper thirds we will make if we are playing from main key upper third. Main key, third, together. Down third we will get if we are playing lower third from main key. Now C, and I will play lower third. But in this case I got minor character of the scale instead of major. If I want to keep major character of the scale, not minor, because now actually it sounds to me like upper third, C major, and now when I play this, that lower third of C major, it sounds to me as an upper third of A minor, because A minor is a relative of C major. It is on location for minor third down from C major. It is logical why it sounds like that. But if I want to keep character of major, C major, but play lower interval down, lower third, let us call it like lower third, then on first key I have to just change first key from lower third to lower fourth. So instead of A, I will play G, and it will sound like this. Mostly I am playing lower third just on first key because of feelings that I am still in C major, I change it to lower fourth. In many songs, there is requirement even a little bit more further we have to do some changes. On second note, we have to play lower fifth. So it sounds like this: lower fourth, first note, and lower fifth. Now, in many songs, we have to sorry, we have to play that on this way, with lower fourth, lower fifth. Now, which third should we use in one song? It depends of the song, of the character of the song, and depends of the scale. So, let us try to find out which third I should play in this song. So, now, that is Sympathy Uriah Heep. I want to play third there. To know which third I have to play, I have to know which scale is that. So let me listen to the notes, because first chord of the song, from when I want to begin to play a song, in most situations that first chord and beginning is not that scale of the song. We have to analyze notes, and then when we analyze notes, we will know which scale is that scale. So D, E, F, E, F, G. So it seems to me that I have D, E, F, G, A, so those notes, everything, and sounds like minor. So it is telling me that is actually D minor scale. D minor, from D to D we have B flat note. It is a relative of F major. From F to F is as well just one flat note. It is natural D minor. So it is a group of the scales with flat signs. Now let me play it again. Oh, we have here C sharp. Why do we have C sharp? What is that now? It is another type of minor scale. It is harmonic minor scale, where we have to increase the seventh key to have a note up to get harmonic minor scale. Old story that exists more than 500 years. Johann Sebastian Bach. So that is known. Now we have it is now D harmonic minor. Now, because of fast playing, because of possibility to use some features of instruments, if we have those features, we can now do note shifting. That note shifting that I mentioned in my last video, basic function that this keyboard doesn't have, or every another keyboard has it. So you have to go through expansion manager, and then you can make third like this. This main note. Now this is third. Together. want to have possibility to use that functionality in keyboard. That exists in every workstation. Flagship workstation, they have that. Use a scale with plus 12, minus 12 semitones, seminotes. There is no arranger keyboard that has that option. I sent several letters to Korg in last 20 years. Yes, 20 years. To put that functionality. I don't know why I didn't do that, because that exists in their technology. I asked Yamaha. I asked recently Ketron. We will see, maybe Ketron will listen to us. Maybe not. So that is why we need this option and this functionality in the keyboard to do pitch shifting and have user scale. Korg is very close to that, but Yamaha and Ketron, they are close as well in that functionality. Just nobody didn't get it yet. The best result you can get in Korg's world, that's why everybody from countries who wants to play on this way, they are going toward Korg to use that possibilities. Now, in this video, as you can see, I did tell you something about intervals, and just I want to mention something else. Some people put comment, oh, there is not any more way how do we make the thirds, now we have new way how to make thirds. There is just one way to make thirds. And intervals, there is nothing new that exists for hundreds of years. In a music piece, Das Wohltemperierte Klavier, Johann Sebastian Bach, or how you call it, John Sebastian Bach, he made 32 music pieces with all scales. And then after that, we know already in the world there exist scales. And what is a rule for the scale? We know rule, what is the scale. We exactly know what is the relation between main key and next key. Is that upper third? Is that fifth, fourth? Is that a lower third, fourth, fifth, sixth? Whatever, that is rule. And that rule has to be followed. What is new here is only option of the instrument. What instrument can do, what it cannot do. Some people who wanted to get it, that they misused Korg, and they made, they call it decade thirds. Like in drum, in place where you have to actually make drums, they made regular sounds and thirds. It is like something that we are trying to get something on our way. Not proper way, but our way to get something, because we need it. We need to make them. So for those companies who are making those keyboards, they should give us opportunity, like all workstation users, they have that opportunity. Plus 12, minus 12 semi-notes to have possibility to play this. Now, if you record those thirds in scales, you have ton of the samples and scales to put them and take memory of the keyboard, but still then you have just that for this instrument that you sampled. You have 12 keys. So 12 scales of huge amount of samples that you have to make, and when you finish it, it is not good, because you cannot separate notes from main to third. And next, if you are doing that in software like this one, Expansion Manager, you have to make 12 scales of one instrument, and you are stuck with that instrument. Then you have to make 12 for another, 12 for another, 12 for another. Enormous amount of work. Instead of this, we need just pattern that will allow us to use scale and just change instrument. Use pattern. For example, I want to use this. And instead of first note on that, I will use another guitar. Or I can use another guitar. So presently I can use that first instrument, but second instrument I cannot. I cannot use here. Only option that you can do it now presently it is in Korg keyboard to make ensemble thirds. Then you can do that. That is the most advanced option, but that option has disadvantage. One disadvantage because one of those instruments should be locked with pitch. So if you are doing pitch, it doesn't work properly. Now, the best option to do that and using pitch, but it is not anymore pattern. Now it is making sounds and storage them. They are not samples. You can do that on Korg, right away on Korg. You don't need any software, but you have to make sounds and storage it in one of the Korg users for several instruments. But thanks to a lot of space in Korg, you have a possibility to make a lot of those things without a lot of headache using oscillators. We have oscillators, and manipulating with oscillators we can do that. So, but there is another thing. It's a lot of work, and it is still not pattern that's allowing us easy work. So something between combination. So how we could get it? We can get it if we have Korg option of using ensemble thirds with no locking pitch, and Genius option with have those thirds on upper one or upper third. Actually, we don't need that if we have ensemble thirds. In Korg version, we need just that I mentioned. But in Genius version, we need user scale with plus 12 or minus 12 semitones. Ketron is extremely close. What we need in Ketron world, we just need to separate user scale for upper 2 and upper 3. So, look at, if you are listening to me, Ketron people, I send you letter, but now I showed you on video what we are looking for. What is functionality? Why do we need it? So, Ketron, you have everything. You are just missing. You don't need even another scale. You don't need plus 12, minus 12 scale. You have option of no shifting on keyboard. Only that you need is separate, save your sound that you can make with user scale that exists in your keyboard on sound, upper sound 2 or upper sound 3. So you are so close to be perfect. Yamaha, you need just scale with 12 semi notes up or down. You are close. Korg, you need just get rid of that pitch shift that we have to lock. Actually, joystick, we have to lock joystick pitch shift in ensemble third modes. Or, what is the best? Make user scale with possibility to have 12 semitones up, 12 down. Korg, if you make that user scale, it will boost selling of your keyboard. Ketron, if you make, it will boost. Whoever first do that, you will feel effect of the people, of the hundreds and hundreds of the people, especially now, when you know why we need it. With this video, I showed you sample of the song, what we are doing. Now, so that is story about intervals, about using intervals, and some messages to those company to think about. Have a great day, and thank you for watching this video. Tiho.